As Neal Lambert, I am glad to be able to come to ElderQuest with a course in William Faulkner, who for my life, my career in literature has been one of those writers that I have admired most, not only because of the extraordinary way in which he writes, but in the issues that he deals with. When he accepted the Nobel Prize, he talked about the writer's duty to deal with those truths of the human heart: compassion, pity, endurance, justice, mercy, love, responsibility. And his books, some people dip into and find them rather difficult to read because of his long sentences. But The Unvanquished, I think, is perhaps the most accessible of his books. And I love it because of the way he approaches this. It's full of those Faulknerian figures. He has created in his own mind this imaginary location in the South, the Oknawatomie County, with Jefferson as the county seat, surrounded by the plantations and the people of the Old South, both the Black people and their white overlords. And the novel that we'll be looking at this year, The Unvanquished, is not only close to the history of the South, I think it's close to Faulkner. It's about a colonel well, it's really about two boys, one black, one white. Black boy who grow up together. They're born almost the same day, raised and nannied by the same Negro slaves, and they play together, talk together, and learn almost how to think together. And the novel itself is set in the closing months of the Civil War, the aftermath of Grant's march to the sea and all that takes place there. So in the beginning, the Yankees and the Confederates are still fighting. And one has to remember that Faulkner's own grandfather was a colonel in the Confederate Army. And so this novel is close to home because one of the major figures in this book is Colonel Sartoris, who himself is a Confederate colonel. And it's about the novel is seen entirely through the life of Bayard Sartoris, the grandson, or in the novel, the son of this famous Confederate colonel who has his own interesting life and so forth. And it's about the families, about the plantation and so forth. So it's fascinating. It's almost a novel about these two boys growing up. There's no tension between them. They are both very conscious of their roles, but they live lives together, and it's not about black and white. It's not the Black Lives Matter. The novel itself deals with justice, with duty, with honor, with pride, and so forth. It's about the roles that soldiers have to play, the roles that the women have to play. One of the most interesting figures, in fact, perhaps for me, the most memorable figure in this book is Bayard's grandmother Millard, or Millard, however you want to talk about her, who in her own way is heroic in what she does in the novel. And I don't want to give that away. But it's a catalog of wonderful experiences, of endurance, of compassion, of adventure. It has moments of unbelievable violence, but also moments of quiet courage. And it's, for me, it's one of my favorite novels. I've always looked forward to teaching it when it came up in the university courses. And I'm really eager to hear how the members of Elder Quest might respond to Faulkner, to what he has to say. I think it will be an exciting, fun, in many ways, an inspiring semester for us together, for those of you who want to join with us. It won't matter which edition you get. There are many out there. I would recommend, if you want to, there's a delightful rendering of the novel on Audible Books. If you want to listen to that, and I listened to a significant portion of it driving to Colorado this last weekend, and it is fascinating. I think you'll enjoy it. I look forward to meeting with you, even if it won't be in the ideal situation of face-to-face, unless you call this medium your face to my face. I feel sorry for you. Anyway, we look forward to this semester. Thank you very much.